like a fat kid in a candy store, like kids on Christmas morning. I am so excited. I finally was able to go and get my scooter. So here she is. I went to Chandler, Oklahoma yesterday, about 32 miles from here, and I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace. This is a 2017 Honda Ruckus with a 49cc motor. It's the same motor as I have in the Honda Metropolitan that I have in town. This one's built a little different. Obviously, it looks more rugged. It has more of a industrial look to it. It also has wider tires. So I think that it will do better in gravel. And after riding it on the back road yesterday for around 32 miles, it did very well on the gravel. It did quite well, and I had a blast riding it back. It's been really fun. I've only, of course, been on it for an hour or so. I went and filled up with fuel in Chandler, and it ran great all the way home. It only has like 800, a little over 900 miles now that I drove it back from Chandler. So let's talk a little bit about this motorcycle and why I thought that I needed it. I'm legally blind, and so I have some issues driving different vehicles. And in Oklahoma, you don't have to have a driver's license, a tag, or insurance on a vehicle like this to be able to ride it. Now, I felt like that I'd be able to ride it on the back roads, not a lot of traffic back there, a lot of beautiful views to see on the back roads of Oklahoma, and a great adventure for me. So even though my wife and my daughter that had worked for me for a number of years doesn't quite understand why I need this bike, they have to understand, and I understand, that it's all about an adventure. It's an adventure that I can accomplish. It's an adventure that I can do. I was able to get this, and although it's only 32 miles, it was quite the first adventure for me. Also, it will kill idle time that I have and forms a hobby for me. I've had a hard time since I lost my vision a couple of years ago to be able to find a hobby that I can actually do that is good for me and helps kill time. This will fill all those gaps for me. I'll be able to ride on the back roads of Oklahoma, go find the greatest sunshines, the greatest sunsets, and just the best adventures out there that I can get. Now, I'm unsure if I'm going to be able to ride at night or not, because somehow my vision is related to the amount of light. If I have a lot of light, I can see pretty well and do pretty good. If I have low light, I have a lot of issues being able to see. So that's the purpose of this. I planned on stopping at Chandler Lake yesterday and filming a little bit, but because I really couldn't see my phone, I didn't get that done. So here it is, and that's the purpose of this, and I hope that it fills up some of the idle time. For sure, I'll be able to travel cross country to go visit my friends who live on gravel roads, and I'll be able to travel the back roads to do that without having to go all around the highway. Now, obviously, because it's a 49cc motorcycle, it only goes 35 mile an hour top. It's got a rev limiter that stops at about 38 mile per hour going down hills. So you're not going to go fast, but you don't need to go fast on gravel roads. I've ridden gravel most of my life. Whenever I was growing up, I had a Honda CB175 before I was even had a driver's license that we rode on the back roads of Oklahoma, and I actually had to sell it to get a motorcycle that I could legally own when I got my driver's license. So my goal is to fill a niche for me and to help me get around and explore some different areas of Oklahoma. I have some things in mind that I want to do, some things in mind that I want to photograph for you, and some stories that I want to tell. So this is a machine that's going to be a freedom machine for me. Y'all have a wonderful day.